my name is Permata. I'm from the English Education Department of Musamus University, Merauke. This learning media is suitable for 7th grade of junior high school students. The basic competencies and indicators of learning achievement are as follows. What time is it? Through this video, I invite all of you to learn together with me about time. Did you know that time is a very important aspect of our daily life? With time, we can plan and schedule our activities more efficiently and easily. For example, when you set the time on your alarm to get up early so you won't be late for school. Or when you have to make a schedule so you can complete the projects given by your teacher on time. So, from these examples, you know how important time is for us, right? Have you ever felt confused when someone tells you the time and you're not sure if it's day or not? To make sure you're not confused, you have to know about AM and PM. So, PM stands for post-meridian, which means after midday. PM is used to indicate the time from 12 noon to 12 midnight. While AM stands for ante-meridian, which means after midnight. AM is used to indicate the time from 12 midnight to 12 noon. Speaking of time, do you know that the actual time is different all over the world? For example, in Indonesia, it is morning. In other parts of the world, it could be at night. Why did it happen? Does anyone know? The time difference that occurs in this world is due to time zones. This happens because each country has geographical differences in the sunrise and sunset times. The existence of this time difference will make you confused, right? So let's find out about the time difference in several countries in the world. From the map, it can be seen that these countries have different times. In London, the time shows 5:30. In New York, the time shows 12:30. In Jakarta, the time shows 11:30. And in Japan, it is 1:30. We already talked about time. How about we talk about the clock now? Guys, do you know how many types of clocks there are in this world? Yes, that's right. There are many kinds of clocks in the world. But now, we will only focus on discussing two types of clocks, analog and digital clock. Does anyone know what an analog clock is? An analog clock has a shape with a rotating hand that shows the minutes as well as the hours. Meanwhile, digital clocks have various shapes and display the time using numbers. Unfortunately, we now use digital clocks more often than analog ones. Because digital clocks are easier to use. Because of the advantages of these digital clocks, nowadays many of us cannot use analog clocks anymore. How about you? Can you use an analog clock? You can't? Okay, then let's learn together how to use an analog clock. This is an analog clock, and as we can see that there are numbers 1 to 12 on the clock face. On an analog clock, there are two hands. We call the long hand the minute hand, and we call the short hand the hour hand. So, if the minute hand points to the number 12 and the hour hand points to the number 9, then it is 9 o'clock. Well, that's how we use an analog clock. In stating the time, we also need to know that there are two types of the way we state the time. The first is American, and the second is British. American and British have different time designations. Well, then let's learn how to tell the time using British style. In British style, we mention the minutes first, then the hours. In British style, you have to know the following terms: a half, a quarter, a past, and to. How do you use these terms in British style? Past. Past is used when the longhand points 1 to 30 in the minutes. To. To is used when the longhand points 31 to 59 in minutes. A quarter past is used if the longhand points to 3. A quarter past can also be interpreted as 15 minutes past. Meanwhile, a quarter to is used if the longhand points to 9. A quarter to can also be interpreted as 45 minutes past. Half past is used when the longhand points to 6. Half past can also be interpreted as 30 minutes past. And a clock is used when the longhand points to 12. Different from British style, in the American style, we will mention the hours first and then the minutes. Try to see the example below. The first clock shows 9 o'clock. The second clock shows 2:30. The third clock shows 10:15. The fourth clock shows 7:45. That was an explanation about time. We have discussed the time difference in the world, day and night, and also about British and American styles. How is it? It's clear, right? If everything is clear, I'll finish the video. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you in the next videos. Bye bye!